Hi, GW, Mr. Bailey here. Welcome to our May 15th advisory session. As you know, May is Mental Health Awareness Month. So we want to devote this advisory to focus in on all of our mental health and the importance of focusing in, not only on our physical health. A lot of times we talk about eating healthy and exercise and the importance of all of those things that we know are good for our bodies. But we don't focus as much on the mental side of things, our mind and the power it has, how we feel, how we think. These are all important pieces of our overall health. So mental health is our health. And it's important to think of it connected to our physical health. So a few things I wanted to talk about this afternoon before we get into our advisory is first a study done up at Yale University by Dr. Laurie Santos. Dr. Santos is a behavioral scientist, a cognitive behavioral scientist, and she's done a lot of work on happiness, on what makes people happy, what makes people sad. She runs a happiness lab up at Yale, and she's done a lot of interesting work. But one of her studies focuses on 3 ways to increase happiness, which really have connected with me. And I've tried to share it out with as many kids up at the high school and now here at the middle school level, and for adults as well. So 3 ways to increase happiness. The first is sleep, the importance of sleep. It is the secret weapon for people. The more sleep you're able to get, um, the better your overall health and your mental health is going to be, that you're going to feel better. So for kids your age, you want to try to focus in on getting 7 to 8 hours of sleep. For adults, we're trying to get at least 6 if possible. This has really been credited to athletic performance. A lot of sports teams are really looking at sleep science now, just like they do, nutrition and weight room and all those things. Are really looking at sleep for performance. It's being used in business and other professions to help people, reach their full potential. At the high school a couple years ago, led by Mr. Nias, they pushed the start time back to 8:30 for this exact reason. So it is getting a lot more attention nationally, but sleep is something that we all should focus on, because it does tie directly to your well-being. Number two is practicing gratitude. We've talked about this before, but really dedicating time each day to try to practice and think about what you're thankful for. Rather than focusing on what you don't have or what others may have, really focus on what you're thankful for. And they can be the little things. Maybe it's you're thankful that you were able to eat a good lunch today in the cafeteria, or you're thankful for recess, or you're thankful for the teachers that you have each day and coming to a school where you learn and you grow each day. So being thankful really and practicing gratitude increases happiness. The third is helping others. When you're putting your energy into helping other people, and you're naturally then thinking about others, you're thinking about helping rather than focusing maybe on your problems or your worries or your concerns. So when you're feeling down, a great way to help lift your mood is to go help someone else. Ask a brother or sister if they need anything. Ask a parent, a friend. Just devote your energy to helping someone else, and it can really increase your happiness. So, just wanted to share that with you. 3 ways to increase happiness are getting sleep, practicing gratitude, and helping others. And next week, you're going to learn about, and beginning tomorrow, actually, um, our Spirit Week gets kicked off, and we as a school are going to be giving back. So, GW Gives Back is the theme. You're going to watch a short video tomorrow in homeroom to talk about a, a great cause that we're going to rally around. One of our own teachers here and her family, and it's going to be a great way for us to give back. So we're going to be practicing helping others um, this week. Okay, so as we move forward today, what we're going to be working on is creating a tree. So you might be like, Mr. Bailey, what does that have to do with mental health? Well, one of the things that I've learned is a lot of us, all of us, are kind of like a tree. And what I mean by that is you see the tree here in this picture. When you look at a tree, all of us can see leaves, you can see branches, you can see the trunk of the tree. Um, those are the things that everyone can see, right? What we don't see are the roots, what's underneath the surface, what's underneath the ground. And some of these trees have deep, deep roots and they extend well into the earth. So humans are a lot like trees. So all of us walk around and we have our leaves and we have our branches. That's what everybody can see. So for me, you may see that I'm the principal of GW. I drive a pickup truck. I wear glasses. I'm a father. I'm a husband. Um, I enjoy the weather. I like the Yankees. All these things that you can kind of see, right? That are visible. What you don't see, so those are like my leaves and my branches. What you don't see are maybe some challenges that I go through, or maybe some struggles that I've had, or maybe some things that are more personal to me. Um, some examples are my youngest son is going through some medical struggles and challenges in the first few months and years of his life. So that would be something that I'm currently going through and our family's going through that you may not see. You may not know that in college, my freshman year, I was very homesick and almost left Penn State and went home because I was very homesick and I was having some panic attacks and anxiety and things like that I had never experienced. Um, I did end up staying and ended up learning more about what anxiety is. I didn't even know what it was at that age, and panic attacks, and it's something I've been able to get help with when I was younger. And thankfully, it has been something that has been very manageable in my adult life. Um, you may not know that I have a very, I call it irrational, but I don't think it's irrational, but it's a fear of choking. So I don't, when my kids choke on their cereal or something, it is a big fear of mine. So these are things that you wouldn't know about me, right? But they're things that make me human. We all have our challenges. We all have our invisible backpacks that we're walking around with. And at the end of the day, what's beautiful about that is everybody in this building, everyone you cross paths with in your life, they all have challenges. They all have those roots underneath the surface. So today, what we're going to do is we're going to create a tree at GW. And Mrs. Menke and some other teachers have started to put together the base and the trunk and the branches of the tree. But what we're going to do today is create our leaves. Okay. So that is what everybody knows about you. And then we're going to create some roots. These are some things that maybe people don't know about you. And I want to be clear, these do not have to be like deep, dark secrets or anything. These can just be things that make you who you are, right? Maybe some challenges that you faced, maybe just some things that aren't as public to everyone, or maybe just a fun fact that no one would know about you, right? And these are going to, just so you know, nobody's going to know who writes these. So they're going to be anonymous. But what we're going to do is collect them all. And then outside the main office, we're going to have a big GW tree, which will have our leaves and we'll have our roots. And what you're going to see is we are all more alike than we are different. We're all going through different things. That's what makes life beautiful. The positives aren't as positive without sometimes the negatives, right? So it's really this activity, and I've done it at the high school level, is really just to let everyone know that, hey, we're all in this together. We're all going through different things. And what's really important for you kids is to know that there's always people here to talk to. Okay. So I just want to finish with that thought. Your teachers, your parents, the adults in your lives, please we've as educators, we're here to help kids. We know how to help. We know how to get you the help you may need. And the more you talk, the more you express yourself. I've always found that you're going to find that a lot of people want to come in and help. Okay, so let's have some fun with this activity. You're going to do some coloring, and your teachers will walk you through the next steps. Sorry, this was a little long-winded, but this is an important topic because mental health is health, and it's important that we all, students and adults, prioritize it. Okay, Mr. Bailey, signing out.